Hello friends, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel Talks on Homeopathy. In this video, I am going to explain a few aphorisms from Organon of Medicine, and we are going to understand the practical utility of those aphorisms. We will start with first aphorism number first, second and third. The first aphorism: the physician's high and only mission is to restore the sick to health, to cure, as it is termed. Here Master Hahnemann used few important words. The first is mission, high and only, restore, sick to health, and as it is termed. Let us understand these words one by one. The high and only mission means a special assignment that is given to a person or group, or the organized work. So our work or physician's work is to restore the sick to health. Restore means as it was previously, without any change or modification. Sick means disturbance in organism, imbalance between internal harmony, and health means mental and physical well-being, harmony in all functions. Next is what you are going to restore. The restoration means to achieve a perfect cure. The cure is removal of the disease and bringing back the state of health which was there previously. It must be based on certain laws and principles. And the restoration of sick person in previous healthy state is termed as a cure. The cure is only possible when this goal is achieved. So why this aphorism? Why he put the first aphorism and explained about the mission of the physician? So he included so many things. He included the words like health, cure, sickness, etc. and restoration, most important thing, because the different medicinal practices and goals are being practiced during the Master Hahnemann's time. And regarding this, he explained everything in footnote of aphorism number 1. The footnote is, his mission, his means physician, is not however to construct so-called system by interweaving empty speculations and hypotheses concerning the internal essential nature of the vital processes and the mode in which diseases originated in the invisible interior of the organism, nor is to attempt to give countless explanations regarding the phenomena in diseases and their approximate cause, wrapped in unintelligible words and inflated abstract, made of expression, which should sound very learned in order to astonish the ignorant, whilst sick humanity sighs in vain or aid of such learned reveries. We have had quite enough, and it is now high time that all who call themselves physicians should at length cease to deceive suffering mankind with mere talk, and begin now instead of once to act, that is really to help and to cure. So what he wants to explain in this footnote is, the physician's mission is not to construct so-called system of medicine by weaving empty speculations and hypotheses. Empty speculations means the theories or the sentences without any scientific base, and hypothesis means just on intuitions. Nor it is to attempt to give countless explanations regarding the phenomena in diseases and their proximate cause, which must ever remain concealed. Means a physician should never give countless explanations regarding one or different disease phenomena. Okay. The words should not be wrapped in unintelligent theories and inflated abstract made of expression, which should sound very learned in order to astonish the ignorant, whilst sick humanity sighs vain for aid. Means it should not be wrapped up in unintelligent words. Means the disease is having a very strong organism, or this diseases are having kind of origin where no one can understand. Okay, so this kind of things we are not going to explain to our patients. Such reveries means a kind of a hypothetical words which is not having any uh, true base, but they are just based on our intuitions or hypothesis, to which the name of theoretic medicine is given and for which special professorships are instituted. Okay, so theoretic medicine, that medicine which is based on just the theories, just some laboratory data, just some experimental works, those all are we can put in this theoretical medicines. We have had quite enough, and it is now high time that all who call themselves physicians should at length cease to deceive suffering mankind with mere talk and begin now instead for once to act, that is really to help to cure. Means it is not only the mission of the physician, but those who wants to become a physician, they must stop this kind of activities, this kind of hypothetical theories, this kind of hypothetical treatments, this kind of learned reveries, and they must work when they are going to seize the disease, when they are going to achieve a cure, achieve their mission without the help of any this kind of empty speculations or theories. So now next, aphorism number 2. The highest ideal of cure is rapid, gentle and permanent restoration of the health, or removal and annihilation of the disease in its whole extent in the shortest, most reliable and most harmful way on easily comprehensible principle. Now as he talked about the word cure or term cure in first aphorism, now he is going to explain how you are going to achieve that, or when you are going to term that this is the ideal cure, this is the perfect cure. Okay, so in aphorism number 2 we are going to concentrate on mainly two things: what is cure and how to achieve that. First thing, the cure must be rapid, gentle and permanent restoration of health. Okay, it is not that you are going to put on a new beginning, it is just what the patient is suffering or what the patient is feeling previous to that disease, you are going to restore that state back. Okay, so restoration of health means bring the state of health of patient previous to any disease or state of well-being in general. It is a state of well-being. Rapid is not going to take too much time, gentle without the harming the patient, permanent lasting for longer period of time, and no, it is not, it is completely different from the palliation. Okay, now what is the meaning of gentle? Gentle means your treatment, your therapies or your any advices should not harm or affect the patient. Okay, so use the words or use the medicines or use your any advices which are not going to harm the person's mental and physical aspect. Rapid means you are not going to take too much time. It is not like that diseases are like some kind of autoimmune, so you have to take this medicines for longer period of time, or the disease is very grave, very danger, very powerful, so one has to take the medicine for longer period of time. No, you have to provide a cure or a restoration of health within shortest period of time. Next aspect is removal and annihilation of the disease in its whole extent. Remove from roots completely, it is called as a annihilation. So it is not just removal from superficial, we have to remove and annihilate. Annihilate means it is not going to come back again. Annihilate and remove the all expression, not a peculiar or particular, some few expression of a disease. As for example, the patient is suffering from respiratory troubles and having certain undergone with a certain treatment, and after that treatment is going to end, some symptoms or some superficial symptoms or some trivial symptoms are going to be there, like cough, weakness, hoarseness. Okay, so this is not a complete annihilation of any disease. Patient of any skin trouble going to have some disappearance of a skin expression or a symptoms, but few discoloration or few hypopigmented patches are going to be remain there, which is also not termed as a complete cure. Next component is the cure must be in the shortest, most reliable and most harmless way. So the treatment or the path of cure must be shortest. We discussed about rapid. Only the similar word to a rapid is a shortest. So we are not going to take a longer period of time. Reliable is it has to be have some reliability. The patient's mind, the patient's body, the patient's environment has to accept this change or this treatment. So it has to be reliable. They must be having some reliability while you are going to undertake the procedure, and harmless to the patient in future. Okay, so harmless is regarding during the treatment also and in future also. So your treatment should not arise any condition that the patient is going to suffer after effects or consequences of treatment or some bad effects of any therapeutic measures. Next, the last component is the cure, or this whole process has to be based on easily comprehensible principles. So must build the laws, principles, rules, regulations of this steps or this path, and it has to be easily understandable. It has to be easy to apply. It must not have a much complicated theories that no one is going to understand, and it should have much, or it should not have much complicated theories on applicability. Okay. Now we discussed about the mission, we discussed about the cure. Now how you are going to achieve your mission and what work you need to do. Okay, so what kind of training you need, what kind of training you expect from yourself, and what you are going to learn from to achieve this two different things. One is your mission, and your mission is to fulfill or to achieve an ideal cure. So this qualities or this kind of knowledge is what you are going to gain, what conditions you are going to fulfill to achieve your goal is explained in aphorism number 3. Now if the physician clearly perceives what is to be cured in disease, that is to say in every individual case of disease, if he clearly perceives what is curative in medicines, that is to say in each individual medicine, and if he knows how to adapt according to clearly defined principle what is curative in medicines to what he has discovered to be undoubtedly morbid in the patient, so that the recovery must ensue, to adopt it as well in respect to the suitability of the medicine most appropriate according to its mode of action to the case before him, as also in and the proper period of repeating the dose, if finally he knows obstacles to recovery in each case and is aware how to remove them so that the restoration may be permanent, then he understands how to treat judiciously and rationally, and he is a true practitioner of the healing art. Now first I want to congratulate all of you, those who are still watching this video and listening this video, because after the aphorism number 1st and 2nd, and when we read this aphorism number 3, most of have closed their mind and their videos, and they have shifted to another some interesting subject कि भाई ये सब तो अब बोरिंग हो रहा है, इतना सब डाइजेस्ट नहीं हो रहा है, चलो ठीक है 2 एफोरिज्म बहुत हो गए, चलेगा. लेकिन स्टिल दोज हु आर रियली वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो continuously, I am really congratulating you, and you people are really having a good patience in your mind and heart. So let us start with an understanding of the aphorism number 3. Now let us start with a main point of this thing. Now this aphorism is going to give you a two main motives The first, how to treat judiciously and rationally, and who is going to become a true practitioner of healing art. Okay, means the physician or the doctor who is going to treat judiciously and rationally any patient, he is going to become a true practitioner of the healing art. So to become a true practitioner of healing art, you need to develop few qualities, and to treat judiciously and rationally, you need to develop a few qualities without fail. So now we are going to discuss the qualities. The first point or first knowledge the physician wants to gain is what is to be cured in a disease. That is to say, in every individual case of disease. In short, we are going to get the knowledge of disease or indication of the disease. Now this point is having two different aspects. The knowledge of disease, according to the allied medical science, we are going to learn the causative factors, the pathogenesis, the signs and symptoms, and complication and management of the disease. Okay, so we will get those knowledge from the referring or reference of allied subjects like pathology, medicines, clinical medicine, surgery, obs, gynec, all that subjects. The another aspect of knowledge of disease is it is related to a case taking also. So you need to learn a case taking process. You are going to find out what a person or a patient is suffering and what you are going to cure in that particular patient or a person. Okay. Okay. The second point is what is curative in medicine, that is to say in each individual medicine. In short, it is knowledge of medicinal powers. It includes the knowledge of symptoms of medicine and pathogenetic properties of a medicine. So in short, it includes the experiments of drug proving and the knowledge of materia medica. The third point is, and if he knows how to adapt according to clearly defined principles what is curative in medicines to what he has discovered to be undoubtedly morbid in the patient, so that the recovery must ensue to adapt it as well in respect to the suitability of the medicine most appropriate according its mode of action to the case before him, means it is a choice of the remedy or the indicated medicine. Now in short, this is the application of a law of simile. So we are going to find out the proper totality of symptom, and with the knowledge of your materia medica, you are going to match the characteristic symptoms of medicine with the symptoms of your case, and by this you are going to select a appropriate medicine which is possible or which is needed to apply a possible cure. Okay. To find out the proper group of medicine, we are going to use a different methods in our case workup process. Like we are going to find out a prescribing totality based on some miasms, constitutions. We can use some keynote prescriptions, keynote symptoms. We can use some help of therapeutic books, or at last we can also use a repertory to enhance our knowledge and to reach towards the group of similar medicines, and at last we are going to find a similimum medicine. The fourth point is, as also in respect to the exact mode of preparation and quality of it required and the proper period of repeating the dose. Now the most important aspect is that only the reaching towards the name of similimum medicine is not going to fulfill your goal. You have to find out the proper susceptibility, proper tendency and proper reactivity of a patient, and by the help of this susceptibility you are supposed to find out in which dose you are going to prescribe the medicine and at what interval you are going to repeat the medicine. Okay. So mind well, the similimum is not only the name of medicine, but the similimum is the medicine with proper dose and proper repetition with proper diet and regimen and advices. We are going to discuss about diet and regimen in next point. The next point is he knows the obstacles to recovery in each case and is aware how to remove them. Okay, the obstacles to cure. Obstacles means those factors which are responsible to give you some adverse reactions or which are blocking your path of cure or your process of cure. It may be some obstacles which are still increasing the disease aspects, which are still aggravating the disease aspects. They are also which are blocking your action of a medicines, or also some kind of mental or physical factors where the patient is responsible that the recovery is not properly going through. Okay, so you must find out the obstacles to recovery in each and every case and you are supposed to remove them. Here you can also term the obstacles as a maintaining cause which are really needed to fulfill or to ensure the complete recovery. Okay, so these are the explanation regarding the aphorism number 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So you are supposed to understand any aphorism in this way. For any queries, any suggestions, you can comment or you can give your suggestions by writing on my blog or on my YouTube channel. If you have any queries, if you need any videos on particular point, you can also write in comment section and I will be putting videos on that particular part. Again, I am telling we are starting a series of lectures, so I am going to upload the videos on different aphorisms one by one. Thank you for watching and listening my video very carefully, and take care. We'll meet again in my next video very soon. Thank you.